Hello and welcome to Sea Gunzels. I am Woodrow and I am filming a sequel to my most popular video at the time of filming, Old and New Wodonga Station. It's got 11,000 views and today I'm going to be filming to see what's changed in 2020. I'll be filming this across several days. The first day today, which is December 23rd. I'll be filming at Old and New Wodonga Station, and then across the rest of the days that I'm here, I will be filming some of what's left of the old Wodonga rail alignments and stuff. So I hope you enjoy, and let's start off by showing you what old Wodonga Station looks like in 2020. So basically in the original 2016 video, this is where my first shot was, just looking straight down here. So this is what it looks like in 2020. You can see this was one platform, this was the main platform, and then over here is where the goods shed was, and there is now a pub there that basically it's called the goods shed, and it basically has pictures and stuff from railway history at Wodonga. And I've got some photos of that in the original video, so I'll put the original video link in the description. So currently I'm just walking along platform 1. On platform 1 there is a regular cafe called Bean Station, which serves coffee and basically is a regular cafe which is built into the station building. You can see the sign just there. And then across the tracks, or what used to be the tracks, is Station 73, which looks like a display suite for probably was going to be some a hotel or some apartments, which will probably be across in the empty lots that surround the station. So that's platform 1, and yeah. Right next to what used to be the goods shed is what looks like old railway carriages, or what's simulated to be old railway carriages, turned into a pie restaurant called Gumtree Pies. And you can see there's some carriages down there, and then there's the carriage which is the main thing. And you can see that the carriages are surrounded by pictures of Old Wodonga Station when it was actually in use. At the end of the station, just past the pie restaurant, is an overhead gantry, which in Melbourne is usually used to hold up the overhead wires for the metro trains. Since the trains out to Wodonga are diesel, I don't know why they would need these, but probably for signals. Just past the Bean Station Cafe is another cafe. It's called Little Miss apparently. But that sign down there says Miss Amelia, or looks like that anyway, so I'm not exactly sure what it is called. And then down there is, I don't know if you can see it, it's called AWC, and it looks like yet another cafe. So all along platform 1 are 3 different cafes. So now I'm filming down the tracks at the other end of the station. The Man Central Shopping Centre's down the other end there, along with some more gantries, one which still has signals on it, obviously non-use. So yeah, this is one end of the station. You can see there's the pie restaurant, there's that other gantry up there, the old carriages. Looking down here, there's the display suite and the goods shed. So yeah, as you can see here, we have the old lines of where the lines used to go. Now they're just concrete with a few lights in them, and then scattered across the distance between the 2 tracks is some bricks. This is directly down platform 2. See, I'm standing right out front of the Station 73 display suite, and right down there is the goods shed, and just past there is nothing much. And there's platform 1 again with its 3 cafes, and yeah. Here's a closer look at the gantries at the end of the station. If you look closely, you can kind of see the signals that are on top of the gantry at the front, but there's about 4 or 5, possibly even more gantries here, and there's also another cafe here in a container. So yeah, it's a pretty cool area. Coming down behind the passenger platform is a playground with an interactive water feature that goes all the way down to the actual playground. You see Woolies there, but there's like a little well here that you can just sort of like, and if you see, water comes out, and then what you do with that is the water comes out of that tap, then it flows down here, and you have these things in the thing where like you can like twist it and let the water come through, and then you do this at like all the stations along the river until you get down to the end. And it's a pretty neat water feature. Yeah, you can just let the water go down through the whole thing. So it's a pretty neat thing that they added in the old Wodonga Station precinct. So that's it for the old Wodonga Station precinct. Now I'm going to go into a few things around Wodonga that you can still see today of where the old railway is. So enjoy that. Oh, by the way, before we move on to that montage of abandoned things, in Wodonga, did you know that you can find bin chickens? So this right here, this may just look like an abandoned paddock that might have a few snakes looming, but if you look closely on Google Earth, this is where we were, just about here on this bit of gravel here. You can see that that same paddock looks clearly like a train station, or well, train yards. And if you go into Street View where we were, you'll see that this is the exact same paddock that I was just at. So there you go, this is actually what remains of Wodonga train yards, and you can even see when these satellite photos were taken, you can see that there still remains of train tracks and stuff here too. And even if you go a bit more up, you can see this is where the Albury line used to go and connect up with what the current day line is. So that's just a cool little thing. That's what the paddocks used to be. So yeah, this is actually on Google Earth. You can clearly see that this abandoned paddock with a few snakes probably looming around is actually used to be a train yard, and the Albury line would pass through here along with probably every other line, including like lines out to like Tallangatta and other things. It's probably where all the lines went through, plus also freight trains. So this what we're about to cross may not look like much, but this is on Melrose Drive where the train line basically used to go through. It used to cross over here just after it left the Hume. So yeah, that's basically what this used to be, and you'll probably see a video of the Hume right now. So yeah, what you're about to see is basically where the old train line leaves the Hume. I've started filming a little bit before it, but if you look closely in just a second, you'll see where the old rail alignment leaves, and you can see it just there, right there. You can see the old gravel piles of where it is, and you can see it just clearly just comes along with the Wodonga exit off the Hume, not the main city centre exit, but just the first exit to Wodonga after coming from Melbourne. So yeah, that is where it leaves the Hume. So the bridge that you are about to see may not look like much, but this is a bridge just down from Melrose Drive, which is where you just saw just before you saw the Hume, where it leads to the Hume. But there's the bridge. That bridge used to be where the train line goes across, and you're about to see the one that goes over Sangsters Road. That other one goes over a bike path. But this bridge just here is the one that goes over Sangsters Road. This is the Sangsters Road bridge, and now we're turning onto Sangsters Road. So yeah, that's the Sangsters Road rail bridge where the old alignment used to go. So right now I am currently right next to Wodonga Racecourse. You can sort of see it over there. And what I am here to film is this footpath here. This footpath used to be where the Tallangather line used to go. Used to go past here, past the racecourse, and yeah, just went past the racecourse here, and probably a few trains photobombed the races, if there were even cameras when they were filming, when the Tallangather line was around. So yeah. So basically, I'm just about to cross over the Tallangather line. Well, yeah, gonna drive over where the Tallangather line was, and I'll show you like a look down of the Tallangather line, looking down where the Tallangather line used to be. It's just there by those trees next to the racecourse, and there it is. That's a look down that side of the Tallangather line, and you're just about to get a look down the other side of the Tallangather line, hopefully. So you can see just there's the other side of the Tallangather line next to a memorial, which you're gonna see in just a second. But now let's cross back down to me, who was standing right next to that Tallangather line and the memorial. Basically, currently I'm still just across from the race course, and I'm on the other side of the Tallangather line, which goes for just miles down that way. And also on this side of the road next to the racecourse is a memorial to the site of Australia's worst level crossing accident on the 8th of May 1943, with the names of all of those killed. So basically, in this accident, there was a steam train coming, and there was also a bus, and the bus collided with the train, and well, all these people died in the accident. 25 people died in that accident. So very unfortunate place. Okay, so once again, what I'm about to go over may not look like much, but this is where the Tallangather line crosses the Kiewa Valley Highway, just there. And I'll go over it twice as well. You'll get two clips of both sides. Here's the other side. This is where it crossed over the Kiewa Valley Highway and continued just down the road. So now we're going to go back over this side, facing away from Wodonga. And you can see there, in just a second, any second now, just there, that this bike path goes on for a long time. And yeah, it really does go on for a really long time. So that right there is the Tallangather line, and where it basically crosses the Kiewa Valley Highway. So this is New Wodonga Station. Well, the interior of it. I'm starting off with the interior because I just filmed a train go through here. I'm sorry for just getting my hand in the way of the lens there. You can see it has a big sign on it for Wodonga, and just around here, see there's the bridge, which is the main connection to get to Wodonga Station. Sorry for this short interruption. I just wanted to say, while we're on the topic of connections between Wodonga and Wodonga Station is actually quite far from the city centre, as you can see. This is Wodonga Station here, well, the current one. So you have to go across Melrose Drive, and you have to go all the way here, past the cemetery and the car dealerships. You have to go all the way down here to get into the city centre. And here's the old Wodonga Station, basically in the city centre. So it's pretty unnecessary, and they were actually planning on putting a shuttle bus from here into the city centre, and Prime 7 News Border, the Prime 7 News Border team actually did a news report on this on Christmas Eve last year, 2019, Christmas Eve 2019, and you'll probably see a clip from it right now, and the full the full news report will be in the description for you to watch. So enjoy this short snippet of it.
The Border's public transport lobby group is hoping the federal government's regional deal will deliver much needed local infrastructure. At the top of Bragg's wish list, transport hubs at Albury and Wodonga train stations.
Wodonga train commuters getting off this morning's service from Melbourne arrived on time, but as usual there were delays once they arrived, organising transport into the CBD, either family or a taxi. There is no connecting domestic bus service here or at Albury train station, only buses taking passengers to Melbourne, Sydney or Canberra. 2011, when the Wodonga train station was moved 5 kilometres out of the CBD, a shuttle bus was promised. It never happened. But Bragg says it's not too late.
It's rather salutary to remind ourselves that we're operating under a mantra of two cities and one community. And what better way to develop that than to have a transport hub?
Helen Ballard, Prime 7 News.
So once again, the link to the full article will be in the description down below, alongside the original old and new Wodonga Station video. So yeah, sorry for this interruption. I'm gonna pass it down back to me at Wodonga Station. So yeah, thanks for minding me as I come in for the short interruption. Let's get back to Wodonga Station. There's actually a luggage trolley here. There's a few benches. As you can see, there's a clock up there with a sign which you can't read because it's got old bars all over it, but it says welcome to Wodonga. And just down the platform there's a little shelter up there. Just inside here there is a waiting room, which I don't want to disturb the people inside the waiting room, so anyway, there's the Wodonga Station sign. And there's one of the entrances and exits. And here is the main entrance and exit with lots of people waiting outside, so I'm just going to go and get a few shots of the exterior. So this is the exterior of the station. You can see it has a slanted roof coming up, and then at the entrance sort of goes back down, but only goes back down a little bit. And the bus stop's just out here for coaches going to Canberra, among other places. So thank you for watching this Seagunzel's video. I hope you did enjoy. I had lots of fun filming this video, and I think it's way better and shows way more of Wodonga's rail history than the original. I love Wodonga so much because it has so much rail history in it after they closed the line and they rerouted it to go outside the city. So it has so much rail history as you've seen in this video. And I really love Wodonga for that very reason. So I thought a really cool finale would be on Google Earth to measure the distance between Old Wodonga Station and New Wodonga Station. So I think we'll start at the Bean Station Cafe at Old Wodonga Station, and then we'll go over to New Wodonga Station, see how far it is to. So it is 1,994.36 meters, and in kilometers, that is pretty much 2 kilometers, which is a much longer distance out of the CBD it's a much longer distance out of the CBD, and it's longer than it probably should be. So, thank you for watching this Seagunzel's video. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, smash that like button, subscribe, and if you have any other places that you want me to do in probably a few years' time when I remake this video, you can put that in the comments down below. But thank you for watching Seagunzels. Bye for now.